Our sense of touch is administered by multiple nerve endings and touch receptors in the skin. This is also known as the somatosensory system. The sense of touch is not always perceived through the skin, but is perceived through the receptors in the muscles and joints as well. Through the somatosensory system, we are able to feel different sensations from coldness to pressure to pain and much more. There are 4 main types of receptors in the somatosensory system. There is the mechanoreceptors, thermoreceptors, pain receptors, and proprioceptors. The mechanoreceptors are the receptors that can feel sensations such as textures, vibrations, and pressure. There are 4 mechanoreceptors. The first is the Pacinian corpuscle, which is the pressure and vibration receptors in the deeper dermis and along joints, tendons, and muscles that helps the rotation of limbs and stretching of skin. The second type is the Meissner corpuscles, found in the top layer of the dermis and epidermis. It's found in palms, fingertips, eyelids, tongues, lips, and the face, which can help us feel detailed textures and is sensitive to movements across the skin. The third is the Merkel cells, found in the skin close to hairs, responds to texture and shape of objects that indent the skin. The last type is the Ruffini corpuscles, which helps to determine if there is something moving on our skin.
The next main type of receptor is the thermoreceptors. Thermoreceptors perceives the temperature of objects, and the 2 types of thermoreceptors are hot and cold receptors. The cold receptors, which are found more than the hot receptors, perceive the cold sensations on the surface of the skin, which only work when the skin is at 77 degrees Fahrenheit and no longer work at temperatures below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. These are found in highly concentrated areas like the face and the ears. The hot receptors perceive the hot sensation and is stimulated when the skin is around 86 degrees Fahrenheit and stops the stimulation above 113 degrees Fahrenheit to avoid being damaged. The next type of main receptor is the pain receptors. Pain receptors are in charge of detecting pain or anything that could damage the skin or other tissues in the body. Pain receptors are found all over the body, from the skin to blood vessels to the bones and many more. These receptors can feel mechanical pain, like cuts and scrapes, thermal pain, like burns, chemical pains, like the poison you get from a bee sting. The last main type of receptor are the proprioceptor receptors. These receptors are in charge of positioning different body parts in relation to each other. They are found in tendons, joint capsules, and muscles, and without them, we wouldn't be able to do simple things like dressing ourselves. All these senses would not work if it was not for our brain. Neurons in the nervous system of the body receive and send messages to the brain so it can communicate with the body.